I'll give it to you. What was your epiphany?
The epiphany was that if somebody is recovering, we'll say their right arm.
In freestyle.
And
the recovery is the motion you make out of the water.
Right. From exiting the water to entering the water.
That's your recovery.
The recovery. If that person is swinging their arm forward through their shoulder joint or their AC joint, they are not making a connection to the opposite side obliques.
Yep.
Which is a little technical, but if that person slightly rolls their elbow toward the direction they want their arm to recover, which is toward the front of the pool, they not only gain this connection, they gain a connection through their oblique to their shoulder blade, which helps keep rigid and stay in alignment. And also just so happens at that time, your opposite arm would be pushing against the water, which should be getting those same obliques to activate. So now we have two sources to get force through those obliques, which is optimizing the use of your body. It also provides momentum from above the waterline. As your arm swings forward, it actually makes you go forward if you roll your elbow forward. It's like when you're running. When you swing your arms and you run, you still gain momentum from the swing of your arms.
Hold on.
Yes.
So when you're saying, we're going to back the trolley up, when you don't do work to bring your arm forward into the water, meaning you kind of flail it, just like...
It's very positional based, so it's hard to say.
A swing is not a good word.
I agree.
Okay?
Yep.
You've accidentally used it in both ways.
I have used it in both ways.
So we're now going to clarify. Yep. Swinging your arm forward to me is more like you could just fling it around or not doing much effort here.
Yeah.
How did your arm make it from exiting the water to back around? I don't know. Okay, then you're clearly doing something wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying is that if you roll it forward...
I like to use the word sort of roll or let the elbow lead the whole arm forward.
So we're engaged here.
It causes your shoulder blade to move your arm forward. I would say it's sort of like a roll forward and a shrug at the same time.
Okay.
It causes your shoulder blade to hold the weight of your arm, which then keeps that elbow, which was just rolling forward, is pointing upward toward the ceiling or the sky.
Rotated upward.
Right? It doesn't have to be a bent elbow. It could be a straight arm. It could be a straight-ish arm. It can be a bent arm. It doesn't matter. And it sets the arm up to enter so that they can then, that arm is ready to set a catch position basically immediately.
Without much thought.
Versus what happens for a lot of people, their arm as it recovers goes too narrow. It passes the corner of their body, which is their shoulder. And so then their elbow rotates downward to facilitate the mobility of that joint, the shoulder joint, right? And so then if your elbow rotated downward, you would have to find a way to get it back upward to set your catch. Sometimes you can make the arm make that motion, or most of the time people just let their arm drift out to the side to make that motion.
Wasted time, drag, pain.
And weak as well. And then the other thing that people like to do is they just let their arm drift downward so that they set their catch basically under their chest instead of out in front of their head.
That's me. Never knew how to do it.
So this is important to me, and it was an epiphany to me because it is sort of like finding this movement that causes a lot of good things to happen. And so it's like a cue that someone can do to have everything get put into place. And they don't have to think about, what is this hand doing? What is this shoulder doing? Am I setting my catch now? Am I rotating my wrist, right? They don't have to think about every single step along the way.